Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? You're good? That's nice, beta. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 1, and we are learning Unit 4. Its title is Sharing is Caring. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is, or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today is lecture 3 and under the title of language focus, we are going to learn about blending sounds. Before this, in your English primer, you have learned the initial sounds of all these letters. Remember? You know the sounds of all these letters, right? If you don't remember, you may watch this video lecture again and learn how to articulate sounds of all these letters. And in your Unit 2, I have already taught you how in a word we pronounce individual sounds. Remember? B, A, T, bat. T, A, P, top. This is how we make words. Now, this is how we pronounce individual sound. And when we pronounce all the sound, it becomes a word. B, A, T, bat. T, A, P, top. Right? So we are going to learn further about it, and our today's SLO is recognize and produce individual sound and blend the individual. Now we know how to pronounce individual sound. We'll blend these sounds and it will become a word. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with this beautiful hadith mentioned in Sunan Abi Dawud 4839. Hazrat Aisha Razila Ta'ala Anha reported, the discourse of the Messenger of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was clear, such that he was understood by everyone who heard him Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So beta, what this hadith is telling us? Whenever our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said anything, everyone who was listening him understood what he said. Why? Because he used to speak so clear. So beta, we should speak clearly, and to speak clearly, we need to learn how to say words. This is what we are learning. Okay? So look at this picture. What is this? This is a bag. How do we say it? B, A, G, bag. Now these are 3 letters. We pronounce the individual sound of each letter. We blend it together, pronounce it as a word. B-ag, bag. B-ag, bag. So whenever there's a word in front of you, you will pronounce the individual sounds, you will blend them together, and you will say as a word. Bag, 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 bag. This is how all these sounds are blended together to say this word, bag. Right? Okay. Now look at these letters. P, I, This is how we pronounce P, I, What is this? Pen. P, A, N. And this is how we pronounce, we blend the sound, it becomes a word. And what is this word? Pan. What is this word? Pen. You see, just by changing one letter, it becomes a new word. That's why we need to pronounce each letter, and we need to blend all the sounds to say the word correctly. We are just changing one letter and it is becoming a new word. Pen, pan, pen. The initial sound, the last sound are same. Only this sound is changing and it is becoming a new word. So we need to pronounce each letter correctly so that we can say the word correctly by blending the sounds. Pin, pan, pen, right? So whenever you are reading or you are speaking, you need to focus on the sounds and pronounce them correctly. All right, now all of you open your book on page number 35. Let's see what does your book say about it. Language focus, we blend, and we know what does blend mean? To join together. We join the sounds. We blend sounds by blending two or more individual sounds and building a new word. For example, now what is the example? Let's look at this picture. These are the individual sounds. So what is the word? Hop. How do we say it? We say the individual sound. Up, hop. Up, hop. Right? So better we from one sound to the other sound and it becomes the word hop. Do you understand? This is how we pronounce the words, by saying, uttering and blending the individual sounds. Understand? All right. So it's time for activity. Let's practice it. Your teacher is going to make flashcards of different sounds and ask students to blend them. Now, teacher, what you will do? You will make different sounds flashcard and make different combination as we just practice pin, pan, pen. So in this way, make different combinations and make the students to utter all these sounds together, blend them, make different words in a fun way activity. So pause the video, enjoy the activity, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. I hope you practice many words. All right. So let's practice it from your book. You will look at the picture and say their names and circle correct blended sound which start the words. Now what you will do, better look at the picture. What is she doing? Mop. So she is mopping. So what is the correct sound? Mop. It's mop. So you will circle it, right? Likewise, look at the picture. It's spider. So which is the correct combination for that? You will encircle it. Keep watching, looking at each image and encircle the correct starting blending sound. Understand? Okay, so pause the video, complete this task in your book, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job, smart work. All right, now it's time for your homework. You will write 10 naming words of 3 letters, okay? So first you will write them in your notebook and then you will say them as well by blending the sounds. So this is your homework and here is a worksheet. My dear fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. And my dear children, what you will do? You will look at the picture and you will join the words, letters to make a word, and then you will blend the sound and say it as it's j-at, it's jet. Okay, so keep looking the picture, keep making the sounds and make a word. Write it here, pronounce it correctly. Okay, this is your task in your worksheet. So what we have learned today, we recognized individual sounds, we articulated and produced individual sounds, and we learned how to blend individual sounds, and we also practiced blending the individual sounds in words. So in this way, we achieved our SLO to recognize and produce individual sounds and blend the individual sounds. Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till the time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.